Well, hello everyone and welcome to my new world. Well, not exactly a new world. About 2,500 blocks that way. I left about almost an 800-day-old world. I've left some pretty awesome tools and armor, a few nice weapons. But I wanted to start fresh and this seems to be a good spot. What I did, I just hit west for 2,500 blocks and decided that's where I'm going to settle. So I would like to welcome you to Tales from Dirtroot Dell, a brand new survival series on Minecraft 1.21.5. We have started here with only a bed. So please don't tell me this bed is cheating. It's not cheating. I honestly want to prevent myself the urge to take something from the old base over there. So this bed is here to keep our spawn safe. Now, as with any new start in Minecraft, we need to get a few things done. A few of the more boring things, we could say. But we need shelter, we need food, and we've only got about 10 minutes or one Minecraft day to get that sorted. So I better get started. So while I'm chopping a tree, let's talk a little bit. Everybody is going on about forever worlds in Minecraft these days. Now, I'm not saying this is my ride or die. This is a long-term world. I've been playing in this world for, well, probably a year now. And I keep coming back to it, so I thought, why not do a new series in this world? Now, as I said, it's not necessarily my ride or die. It's not necessary that this is a forever world. But it's definitely a long-term world. So let me get a few things ready so that we can at least tool up, get ourselves a little bit of better weapons. Now, this is our spawn. This looks like a nice location for a basic starter home. So we'll just start setting up camp right here. What do you think? This looking like a nice spot for a starter house? I guess so. We don't have much of the choice. But let me get to upgrading weapons and tools. And then we need some more wood, because we need some storage. Now, storage, usually I end up with quite a mess. I'm sure it's not just me. Yes, all of us ends up with quite messy storage early on. But I think I want to try and keep the storage under control. This should be good. And we can make a chest or two. Okay, let's have a look. I see some pumpkins, which is pretty awesome early on. Ah, a few sheep, cows. This feels so lucky. Like, well, it would be easy to say that I've set this up, but the idea was just to go at least 2,500 blocks away from the original home and then settle, and we've got melons as well. And chickens. Chickens! Just look at those animations. Awesome. Really awesome stuff. And pigs. We've got pigs. We've got all the farm animals right here. Let's see. Next thing, we will need to get some food. Now, we've got a bunch of animals that we can slaughter if we need to. But I would prefer not to do that just quite yet. And this is a nice lake with a island. That island, the mountains behind it, I think that could be a pretty good place to set up a base. Anyway, as the sun sets, I guess we need to just go and take a little first night away from home in our new home and collect these eggs. And where's my home? Oh my, I'm lost already? That's not good. Not good, not good, not good. Oh, is this it? Yes. Okay, so next up we need to find some food. Now, I don't know if there's any villages nearby. Are we going to make a run for it and see if we can find any? Or are we going to try and find some iron? Anyway, while I decide, let me know down in the comments, what do you think of the skin? I tried to make it a little bit tattered, a little bit stranded, because we've got nothing. We spawned with nothing. Unless you count the bed, which I'm not. Let's just have a look what's in here. I can't go too deep into any caves. Well, nothing. Anyway. Now, looking at that mountain over there, I'm sure we will find iron in there. Surface iron. So I wonder if it's not worth the trip. Maybe we can find some coal and iron. But it's going to... Well, decisions. I know. We'll go to that mountain. Maybe take down a sheep or two. Just heard we've got another bed. Yes, that's the plan. Let's go. we already kind of sort of failed in the mission to find iron in that mountain over there. We have been fortunate in finding that little village with our neighbors. We still need iron, and that mountain definitely seems to be the easy solution. Oh, there's definitely iron up there. The day is almost over, but honestly, there's iron up there. We're gonna have to do this. Maybe, yes. Give me a minute or two. We are going to get up there. And I don't know what I was scared about. We are back, and we have over 2 stacks of iron, over 2 stacks of coal. We've got a little more than 2 stacks of calcite, which I'm going to try to use in a build. And then we've got a few bits and bobs, flowers and seeds and the like. We need to really start getting a base set up. Now the next thing is, or the next 2 things, we need a home and we need food. So we're going to need to start farming something. But first things first, let's get this iron cooked up. So in preparation for my first build, I dug down to bedrock. Well, this is part of a big mega build that I'm planning, but I also needed the resources, which is the first reason why I did decide to dig down here. Getting down here, the purpose wasn't really to find diamonds, but I did do a little bit of branch mining, and I was able to gather a little bit of diamonds. 23 diamonds to be precise. Not enough for doing what I need to do with diamonds, but it's a start, since, well, I wasn't really looking for them. Purpose was gathering resources. So, the way I did it, I just dug a spiral staircase down, and I did meet up with a little bit of lava, but that wasn't too much of a problem. I also went on a little ocean journey because we needed a few other resources, looking for a sunken ship, which I did eventually find. However, it was broken up, so no treasure map. But we did manage to find a few goodies. Number one, a single piece of bamboo, which is critical. I mean, we need bamboo for scaffolding, and as you can see in my hotbar, I did get scaffolding. So we found a single piece of bamboo, and we also found a few potatoes, which is another crucial ingredient that we needed, because we need farms, and we're going to have to deal with villagers at some point. Some point pretty early on, I think, because digging for resources with stone and iron tools, definitely not fun. And that makes everything slower. Anyway, while we were busy gathering resources, we had this little incident with a witch. And don't know where she came from, or why she decided to visit us, but yes, that was unfortunate. I also went out to find a little bit of sand because we would need glass for the first building, and I tend to find myself always running around for resources while building, and this time I wanted to have everything that I need before I start building. So I think that's it, that's caught up, and we are ready to start building this first starter home. Okay, everyone, I think this build is finally done. I've done a little bit of decoration, not too much, because at this stage of the game we don't have access to too much. Ah, gosh, I can't move. I can't walk in this camera view because everything is inverted. Anyway, so let's have a little look at what we've got. Got this little bush growing on the side of the build. On both sides, I've got one facing the water as well, and I think it just adds a little bit since, yeah, as I said, it's early game and we don't have much to decorate with, but I think this bushes looks good, and the vines will grow down and make it a little bit more bushy. under these I've just put a little bit of bamboo, flowers, leaves, just to make it look a little bit interesting. I'm not totally sure about this part of the roof here, but since we don't have slabs, or we've only got slabs and blocks of these, I can't really... I would have liked to put some stairs up there to give it a little bit of depth, but I think all in all this looks pretty nice. And if we just go inside, no decorations up here, but this is going to be the space for our first villagers. Now, ideally, I would like to get a load of librarians so that we can start gathering our books, but since we don't have any way of getting XP or emeralds for that matter, we need XP to apply the books to our tools, and we need emeralds to buy the books. So maybe we will need to get some farmer villagers. I mean, I have been growing crops over there, and you have been also collecting the crops. Now the potatoes, I'm still struggling to fill the field, but it's coming along. We started with only 5 potatoes that we found in was it in the shipwreck or that little underwater ruins? I can't remember. But we got 5 potatoes, and currently we are, I think, on 62 potatoes if I'm correct. So with the next harvest I'll be able to fill the field, and we would have a nice little potato farm going. So we still need carrots. I don't know if that little village, our neighbors, have carrots. If not, we will need to maybe explore a little more to find some. Don't know if there's any other villages close by, but that one, I think if we take a boat, we should be able to reach that village. If not reach it, get pretty darn close to it. Anyway, and then down here is our little safe space. Also, not much decorations yet. Again, early game, remember? But the floor and the ceiling is tough. I honestly don't know about the tough ceiling, but I think for the first build we will keep it. And then our only window we've got, since this part is pretty much underground for the most part, we can at least see the sun coming up and the moon coming up, which gives us a good indication of the time of day. But before any mobs spawn, let me take a nap, and I think that's where we will end this episode. If you enjoyed it, please remember to subscribe and like this video, and drop me a comment. Tell me what I can change, what you believe I should be building next, and any ideas for what we can do in this season. Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I hope to see you again next time. My name is HenriU, and I am signing out.